I am a fan of science fiction. I always have been, even when it's not related to television or film or media, stuff like that. I love to get into discussions about, life outside of this planet and searching the universe, being an astronaut, that sort of stuff. The whole concept of Are We Alone is because I've asked the question several times. Are We Alone is about a group of people who are traveling towards another planet in attempts of a rescue mission and also to retrieve water from a water-rich planet. It turns out the planet that they're going to is Earth, and it's being threatened by a military invasion. I tried to come up with an event that everybody could relate to and knew about. I decided on the Roswell crash and thought, well, what if the people that landed in Roswell weren't little green men, they were actually human-like or appeared to be human, had the same sort of military versus science versus religion discussion and arguments. Before I'd even pitched it, I knew I needed, a cockpit. I knew I needed a saucer and a large ship. I knew I needed the bridge of a ship. Then I would also need a place for the saucer to crash. So knowing all of those things that I needed beforehand, my production designer was able to take what I told him and enhance it to be our own unique modifications. So the bridge became more of a mobile command center. And so it doesn't look like Star Trek, but it still has the similar elements of who's in the room, what's on the walls, that sort of stuff. The cockpit changed from a regular jet fighter cockpit to look more like a round room, so it could be a saucer. When it started to be built, the actual miniature set, it was more and more what I was looking for, and my original vision for a desert turned into something on a much smaller scale, but it appears more impressive when you see it. Once you realize that the performances and the rehearsals and the actors take such a huge priority, that this is why these other key positions exist, such as your director of photography or your AD. Like these jobs and these people work on these crew to do the things that you cannot possibly do all the time. So whereas I thought I could control everything, it turns out that I needed to spend more time with performance so that I could let these other people deal with shots and other things. So my advice to people is to reduce an extreme amount of stress on yourself, be very good at delegating, and become really comfortable with communicating with a group of people that are all trying to work towards the same project.